Hey everybody, this is Piper here, and welcome to another Total War video. This is a battle replay. This is a 3 versus 3 Steam battle that was played a couple of months ago, and in this battle I'm playing as the Bruti Romans. We've got fellow Sea Witch member Lucius-C-Sulla. I've played with Sulla many times in the past. He's a great player, and he also plays a lot of CWB as well. He's gone with Greece today. And we have Spider Pig here. So quite a unusual formation here. You don't often see this formation, but as you'll probably find out, it actually works out really well in the battle. So this is just a comedy formation Spider Pig has at the start. So I'll go through the armies fast. I've gone with 1 unit of archers, and they are gold attack. 6 cav, they are gold, I think plus 1 chevron in some of them, the rest urbans. I think at the front we have 2 units of legionary cohort, and they're basically the Pila shield. So they're expendable troops at the front. You tend to find that your first rank gets annihilated, so why spend a lot of money on your first rank? These guys have pretty good defense stats, make them gold defense. They work almost as good as urbans, but they roll out a bit sooner, so just be careful of the morale of these troops. Sulla, a lot of pike here, 1, 2, 4, looks like 12 Spartans, 14, 15, 16, 17. So like 16 Spartans and 4 Cretans. Cretans are probably gold attack. And Spider Pig, probably 6 cavalry, the rest urbans. Can't really tell from the formation, but yeah, probably standard Roman army. So I can't remember who our opponents were. We have Noah. That's actually a player called Thor, and I think Thor changed his name to Noah for a couple of months, but I think he's actually back to the name of Thor. I think he was too well known as Thor to be called anything else. So for this battle, he's actually known as Noah. We get King MGM and King Tigranes. So Tigranes, a great player, played with him many times, and haven't played with MGM too many times. I know he's quite a skilled player. Obviously, Thor's a good player. I've played many times with Thor. So Thor 6 cav. Looks like the rest urbans, standard army there. Tigranes. It's like just a standard army again, I think. Nothing too out the ordinary. He's got 4 cav at the back there. Might be more urbans than cavalry than usual. Maybe he's gone with 16 urbans, 4 cav. And MGM looks like 6 cav and the rest urbans, but he has a legionary first, I think, in the centre. So Spider Pig is going to come out of his formation there and form up in the classic 31k style. As you can tell, we're playing on Steam, so it's slightly laggier than usual. I normally play on Game Ranger, but for 31k, a lot of 31k players still play in Steam for larger battles. So quite often, 31k, you play in Steam. So this is Spider Pig formed up. He's done that pretty well considering he was a big blob before. So he's got 2 rows of arms at the front there, and he's got 3 lines of urbans. It's basically a standard Roman army. See, we're going to line up here. Got Greece in the centre here, and I'm on the left side. Move the camera in a little bit. Move around the camera. There it is. So we've got MGM move forward his urbans, and I would probably say his urbans are a little bit too close to the back there. Spider Pig's a really good 31k player. He will bypass the Pila shield at the front, and he'll go for the urbans at the back. That is a good formation. It's a good defensive formation to defend against frontal attacks, and especially frontal cavalry charges. It's not too good against Pila and not too good against attacks from the flanks. So Sulla has got a pike wall formation with his Spartans, and I've put one of my units of legionary cohort at the front rank. They're in loose formation. They're there to help Sulla guard against the Pila. So check out our right side. So Spider Pig's going to engage MGM, and probably a little bit weak by MGM there. At the start of the battle, it's a long time since I played this battle, a long time since I viewed this replay. He's got his units a bit close at the front there, and as expected, Spider Pig is going to bypass the Pila shield at the front and go for the troops at the back. So that's one of the benefits of using hotkeys, especially for things like this. If you can manage your hotkeys, it means you can switch from fire at will to stationary a lot faster than clicking all the time. Just check out the left side. I'm playing against Thor here. So I put my second rank of urbans into Testudo, and quite often Thor goes to the outflank and he'll charge his urbans in, and you never really want to be outflanked in Rome Total War. So one of the best ways to guard against that, you can see there my archers. Well, we've got Sulla's archers, and I think my archers are there as well, getting some shots against Thor's cavalry. One way to combat an outflank is to outflank yourself, and you want to have urbans in reserve to be able to give you the flexibility. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to outflank Thor. So we're going to move around some of our units of urbans, and Sulla's a really good player with Greece. I've played with him a couple of times on Game Ranger, and I really like the way he uses his Spartans. He really spaces out his Spartans a lot, and that's really beneficial when you have the cav disadvantage. It means that if these cav charge in, they might get caught by some of the pike, which means that they get a massive advantage versus cavalry, and it really helps the cavalry out a lot. So right there, Thor's going to pull back his cavalry. He's got them into loose formation, and that's to guard against the archers that are firing against his cavalry. So cavalry taking shots from the rear is pretty dangerous. Straight on, legionnaires or Praetorian cavalry get a shield, so they're fairly safe versus cavalry versus archers from the front, but from the behind they're a bit weak. So check out the right flank here. Spider Pig is engaging MGM, his urbans, and Tigranes is going to move his whole army to the left side. So it looks like Tigranes is wanting to go for the outflank on the left hand side now as well. The Spider Pig has his urbans in, so they're fairly close together. They're probably out with range of Tigranes, his urbans, but he may have to put these guys into Testudo to guard against the Pila. So still got the Cretans firing. They're firing against, looks like, is that Thor? No, that's MGM there. So when you fire from the left hand side, you actually bypass the shield, so they actually get extra shots in, and it looks like Thor is going to bring over his cavalry. So it looks like the king side is going to try and outflank on the left hand side. You can see there they've put the bulk of their, so they're going to go for the outflank on the left hand side. MGM's going to charge in his Praetorian cavalry, and right there you've got Sulla moving forward his pike. So the pike didn't actually get any units of cavalry, but it forced MGM back, and again you can use the archers there. They're getting shots in the back, and they're still targeting Thor as well. So with that, I'm going to outflank on the left hand side. There's pressure on the right hand side. So basically it's like 2 versus 1, 1 versus 1. I've got no one to fight now, so I'm going to bring around my army and try and get kills on Thor. So Spider Pig is getting double teamed here. He's getting help from Sulla. Sulla's got his Spartans here, and they'll be really powerful versus the Chilii cavalry, but they're a little bit outnumbered. And Spider Pig, he did a good charge there, but he actually got counter-charged slightly, and he's lost a couple units of cavalry, but these guys will come back from routing. So MGM, there was a great charge he had before. He's actually pulled back his cavalry, but we are getting some shots in with the Cretans, and I think I've got my auxiliary cavalry as well. And they've actually switched to flaming arrows. So again, just getting double teamed by Thor's cavalry and MGM's cavalry as well. If you've got Tigranes on the left or the right hand side, they're going to do a charge from the right hand side. So check out this charge here. So some of those cavalry did get caught by the pike, and that was a great charge by Tigranes. Came around the back and got some units of Spider Pig, and he's actually taken out some of the Spartan units as well. Thor is microing here and microing here, so I'm going to take full advantage and really pressurize Thor. You don't want to be in a situation whereby your army's doing nothing, so we need to keep on the pressure on the left hand side to help out Spider Pig and Sulla, because probably Spider Pig's going to lose a lot of troops here. He's doing a great job, he's doing what he can, he's pulling back his cavalry. Again, it's good play by Spider Pig. He knows he can't win this battle here, he's going to withdraw them. So we are going to attack Thor on the right hand side, and Thor's pushing his cavalry right there. He knows he can't win the cavalry battle, so he's put in a unit of urbans, but we're going to counter charge Thor's cavalry right there, and that's just going to be devastating. It's a side on attack with the cavalry against stationary cavalry, and that's going to destroy Thor's cavalry. So Spider Pig has his cavalry here. They won't be the same, they've actually routed, but they're back in combat. They won't have the same morale as before, but they will still be very useful. The Cretans are still flaming the... What are they flaming again? I think they're flaming the urbans. So unfortunately, Sulla's probably going to lose his Cretans here. Still got King's cavalry, and Tigranes has the cavalry as well. There's still a lot of urbans left on the King's side. I have a fair amount of urbans left. Not many of my urbans actually went to combat. I lost some of the urbans, but not that many. So the cavalry are in the back, and they're going to charge the rear of the King's army, and that's just a direct charge right through all the urbans there. So that's basically game over. That was quite a big rout there. Just the fact that rear routes on Rome Took War cause a lot of damage, a lot of morale damage. That's basically both armies routed there. So that was really well played to everyone, really well played to Spider Pig. I thought he did the best he could on the right hand side. He handled the situation well, pulled back his cavalry when he could, and I thought MGM and Tigranes played very well on the right hand side. I think Thor made the right decision by pulling back as well. Obviously Thor got caught in the counter charge, but sometimes it does happen. So right here, Thor has he's got a couple units of urbans left, but obviously the battle is pretty much over. There's no way Thor can come back from this and save the battle for his side. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably speed this up. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll put a link to Thor's YouTube channel, He's got a lot of good content there, so definitely check it out. And I'll speed this up, we'll check out the kills at the end. So that was a clear victory for our side. Kills 1662, Sulla 1548, Spider Pig 1020, King's Tigranes about 900, King MGM about 1200, and Noah about 700. So obviously kills don't tell the full story in a battle. Spider Pig get double teamed, and I was able to catch Noah's cavalry. Kills only tell part of the battle story. That was really well played to everyone. Definitely stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment and subscribe. This is Piper signing off.